At 25, Forces of Nature. It's true that Sandra Bullock and Ben Affleck made a 90 seconds movie rom-com. Romantic comedies, and even fewer if you're looking for films about adults, are probably not going to be found on most lists of the greatest films of 1999. Although things may appear more optimistic in the present day, when romantic comedies are even less frequently released in theaters, practically all of the well-known romantic films from the most regarded film year of the previous 30 years feature teenagers. She's All That, 10 Things I Hate About You, Never Been Kissed, Runaway Bride, and others, or they play impetuous teenagers. As a result, Forces of Nature is left in the awkward role of the adult rom-com in the room. Forces of Nature, which was released 25 years ago, is now a curious blip on the filmographies of its stars, Sandra Bullock and Ben Affleck. However, in less resilient careers, it could have been a high point or a downward trajectory. It made significantly more money than 10 Things I Hate About You, which came out 2 weeks later, and only marginally less than Drew Barrymore's Never Been Kissed. Affleck would experience greater highs and lows, but at this point he's essentially grandfathered into whatever star system is still in place. Bullock, on the other hand, would have a few of her biggest hits in the new century and win an Oscar 10 years later. By now, they've both worked on enough films together that many people may not even be aware of it. They play distorted, disorienting versions of their respective types in Forces of Nature, which almost seems to be designed to reinforce this confusion. While Ben, yes, that's the name of his character, has a hint of the frustrated artist wearing the entirely made-up job of jacket blurb writer for a publishing company, Affleck is closer to his usual, the straight-laced handsome guy working within the system. While traveling from New York to Georgia for Bridget's wedding, he meets Sandra Bullock's character Sarah, who is a straightforward free spirit with a hint of Bullock's signature friendly girl next door charm but with an extra layer of free-spirited eccentricity, that is, eye makeup. They embark on a journey that includes cars and trains, along with some it-happened-one-night style bus rides in a fictitious coupling, after a minor plane accident cancels their trip and makes Ben very uncomfortable flying.